Good morning. So today we're going to do your Thursday, February 13th, 2025, as within, so without reading. And to have a confession. For quite some time there, I was under the impression that, I am a Libra sign. But according to Vedic astrology, which I started to hear about more as I started watching different tarot readers, I'm a Virgo. So I guess, quite technically I can say that I'm, a Libra Virgo cusper, that I fall in, in that area. But it's just so, so something today that I really just kind of came to terms with. But interestingly, because when I first started watching tarot, which was right after my spiritual awakening, and of course the first thing I looked up was tarot readings for Libra, and that's how I started out my journey. But the messages that I received these past 2 to 2.5 years, so spot on. I could see that these different readers, across different platforms, were having pretty similar messages. Not all, but once I found those readers who were apparently reading for my collective energy, they've been telling my story up to, even today. So I came to terms with this whole Virgo thing yesterday. And anyway, so I started looking up Virgo readings on YouTube, and literally this was just just a little bit, just a few yesterday, and they weren't quite hitting. They weren't hitting, really. So, that just goes to show you, essentially, guys, the reason I'm bringing this up is because whatever you identify with, wherever your intentions are. So if my intention is that I'm a Libra, so I'm going to look up messages for Libra, then that's the energy I'm tapping into, and thus the energy that reader at that time was tapping into. And that's how collective energies work. I very basic description there, but so essentially, so I'll have to do some digging to see if any readers, put out basically Virgo readings that may resonate with me. But it'll be an interesting play. So so it'll be interesting if someone ever asks me in the future, because I'm so used to. I feel like a Libra. That's the thing. But I guess I'll definitely, I may just kind of go with the, Libra Virgo. That'll be the new answer. I'm a Libra Virgo. All right, everyone. So let's get started with this spread, of which this is going to be a 4-card spread. As above, so below. As within, so without. Bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. And I do see that we have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse as well. So, definitely some energy there. I know, my friends, it looks like you maybe kind of put what you're thinking right now is affecting your career or your pentacles. I feel like, So, with the Three of Pentacles, this is coming in at the bottom of the deck. So I'm taking this as the underlying energy. The Three of Pentacles often, the energies in this card speak to, essentially working as a team, right? I mean, I'll let you kind of take a look here at the image in the upright. But you can certainly see here that, these people are working together essentially to get something done. But in the reverse, I feel like perhaps you feel like things in the workplace haven't been going as planned. Perhaps you've been trying to build on something that hasn't proven fruitful. But this essentially, it's a lack of cohesion in the energy, a lack of teamwork. This could even speak to conflict, ego, and competition. But the reverse Three of Pentacles may indicate a lack of harmony or cooperation between, for example, you and your colleagues, or in some type of whatever group dynamic this looks like to you, right? And while I'm getting workplace, this could easily be within the family dynamic. You may feel that your work is undervalued and unappreciated at this time. And I feel like I definitely see that here in your as above, which we'll touch on here right after this card. But overall, I don't know, I feel like this energy could be leading you to feel conflicted in your practical life. Stress and frustration among colleagues, or think of it as office politics. This could even speak to not wanting to look at your finances. Like if you're too afraid to open your bank account, take a look at the details, the numbers, or write down, if you don't have a system, like a bill system where you enter in every bill you pay each month, something as simple as that's like you're trying to avoid looking at something. But this is the Three of Pentacles reversed is a reminder to evaluate the situation from a higher perspective and look for the lesson. And you can also see that here in the Judgment card, okay? So what did we just say? Evaluate the situation from a higher perspective and look for the lesson. So let's start with as above. Now, the as above card, this is specifically touching on your spiritual influences. What thoughts are you thinking? What's in the mind, right? What's up here that's affecting the 3D, right, if you will. So we have the Nine of Swords. Now, I just heard today, actually, I just found this reader, but the channel's called Tarot Doc, and I just love the energy. I was hooked right away. But so the Tarot Doc did say something in today's video that the swords can be essentially even seen as messages. So, definitely, especially from going off of the Three of Pentacles, perhaps you guys do feel pain that you can't speak your mind amongst, your colleagues or whatever type of group dynamic. You just feel like you can't speak your mind, which is causing you inner turmoil in some form or fashion. The Nine of Swords does speak to anxiety, fear, negativity, breaking point, despair, and even isolation. You could even be having like dreams about this BS, or like, you know what I mean, like nightmares, if you will. Like, but it's a little bit more than just having, like, you know, when you were back in school and you'd have like dream that you were like late for an exam or something crazy like that, or like when you're at work and you like dream that you're late for work or something's going on. But it's a bit more than that. Like, it's really causing some inner turmoil. You know, the Nine of Swords can also represent worry and limiting beliefs. You may be experiencing sleepless nights over this situation, or this could even be leading you to a period of depression, which, as I, for the first time, heard it in a different light from Chosen 144, and he mentioned that depression, don't look at it as such a bad thing. Depression can be spoken as, or deep rest, depression, like deep rest, like it's like your body is, all the energy is telling you, hey, we need to like take a step back and relax, focus on us. Like, so I hope I spoke to that well. But yeah, guys, I mean, in career, this is speaking to literally anxiety, paranoia, stress from work, and feeling like you can't cope. Like you don't have any coping mechanisms to handle whatever it is you're going through. And as I was saying, so as a reminder, you know, this card is speaking to essentially our mindset, you know, what we're thinking. The Nine of Swords reveals that we have the power, so you guys have the power to change your mindset. You're encouraged to reach out for support and examine the root cause of these feelings. The situation is not as bad as it appears, and things will soon improve. So, I mean, yeah, guys, I don't know what that looks like to you, but you are being encouraged to reach out for support. You know, with the support in the Judgment here, you know, I'm kind of feeling like, is this a call? If you've been perhaps contemplating reaching out to like HR or involving some kind of upper management, you know, that in and of itself is not fun energy to go through and could be putting you in this situation. But with the Judgment card here, I almost feel like, you know, I'm getting like HR vibes all of a sudden, like, you know, like whether it was this or like the Justice card, it's like, but the Nine of Swords is telling you to reach out for support if that feels like the right thing to do. Perhaps, again, if you've been contemplating but you weren't sure whether that was the right call or not. I mean, guys, you know, it's like these people are asking for help from the higher realm. And not to say like HR is the higher realm, you know what I'm trying to say, right? Like, but the HR has the power to evaluate, you know, messages that are brought to them and make a judgment call on, you know, whatever's going on of those people, or if it's one person or multiple, but review their performance, and you know what I mean? So that's, I don't know, that's just literally what's popping out right now. Okay, but you guys, yeah, the mindset, this mindset that you're in, definitely feel like it has with, you know, has something to do with work is really what I'm getting. But that's affecting you know, all areas. You know, it's affecting your mindset. I mean, it's affecting your sleep. You know what I mean? So it's I feel like this is a very pertinent thing for you guys. So you evaluated your mindset. How is that affecting your so below? And so below we're taking this as like the earthly influences, okay? So no longer in the mind, but what in your 3D, or what in this earthly realm is being affected essentially by this mentality. So how is that affecting your body? Maybe this could speak to a lot of things. Even like like what behaviors, right? How is this affecting your behavior? So let's see. But I mean, again, with the Eight of Pentacles, guys, like whatever your mindset is, it's affecting your work. It's affecting, I feel like, your dedication. It's affecting your overall. I feel like you guys weren't always in this, like you guys were happy to go to work and enjoyed what you did or enjoy what you do, but whatever it is going on. And again, I mostly feel, because of the Three of Pentacles, that it's a conflict between, again, a group or a person, but that's affecting you big time here. Okay. Yeah, and so because of what's been going on here in the mental, whatever's been affecting you here, right, as the underlying energy has been affecting your mentality, has then been affecting your 3D, right? So there's a lot going on here, guys. We'll try to see what other info we can get here, but so again, the underlying energy affecting the mind, affecting what you put out into the world. So now it's like, now you feel that you're putting out lack of quality, rushed jobs. You're worried about your reputation. You feel a lack of motivation at your job now. You may even feel like you're at a dead end at this point. Perhaps you are not satisfied with your job, but again, I don't think that's it. Or, this is what I'm feeling, you are completely deprived of it at the moment. And notice how that's written. You are completely deprived of it. As in someone or something is depriving you of your career, or success at your career. So, this is leading to little motivation. You guys probably feel your body probably feels very exhausted, and emotionally, you guys feel exhausted. You feel like there's not enough energy. You feel tired. You may feel like you're just, I don't know, you're now putting out low quality work, and I feel that this is, again, these weren't your decisions, right? You actually are a very quality focused person, but now it's like, whoever came into play and started changing things up or doesn't care about quality, but deep down it's like, but at the end of the day, you're signing off on it at the end of the day, or may not be physically signed off, but you're a part of putting that process or product out there, right? And it could be done so much better. This signifies that you need to take a break and rest. You might be too fixated on your career and finances to the detriment of other areas in your life, including your spiritual connection. Okay. Now, as within, we have the Judgment card. So I definitely love to see that there. Okay. So I was just getting some clarification. So the As Within card will give us insights into, your thoughts, your expressions, your thoughts, emotions. Okay, let me reread that. The Within card gives you insights into how your own thoughts, emotions, and energy is affecting what you're asking about. Okay. So again, this really is back to, again, just what's within, right? What are you thinking about? What kind of energy are you putting out? And again, because it's like with manifestation, manifestation begins with emotion. And emotion comes from the thoughts that we're thinking, okay? So if these are the thoughts that you're thinking, you know, it's affecting what you want to put out there. Now, I'm not gonna lie, as I picked these up together, I actually felt a good surge of energy. It's like, again, you're at the point now where you're like at your wit's end type of energy. But I also feel that while you guys are patient and you don't react, irrationally, or like, just, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you've been going through it, but deep down within, I think, again, you're really, like, you're not gonna back down. Like, the energy that I get from this reading, and if this has been resonating with you guys, is that you guys, again, whether that's seeking help, again, this is a career, I just feel a lot of heavy career energy coming out, and again, I really feel like this may be you, like, you're going to make a judgment call. So whether that's asking for help, is what I believe the Nine of Swords had spoken to that, but again, whether that's going to, perhaps, like, your imagine, like, essentially you're either going to follow the chain of command, or you're going to take judgment into your own hands. But either way, I do love to see that this has come in for your as within, because you guys understand that these thoughts, blah, blah, it has been affecting you. But you're not going to just roll over and let your energy be, like, literally drained from you, okay? So, again, I am very happy to see the Judgment. Let's touch a bit on it. Judgment card as well, coming in as a major arcana of indicating that perhaps perhaps you guys could be an air sign. I do believe this is the Libra card. So yeah, exactly. I mean, you guys are self-evaluating at this time, because you understand, like, you guys have been going through this, I mean, whatever this is, guys, it's just causing way too much stress, and you guys aren't gonna let that, like, affect you for much longer. This speaks to having an awakening, essentially a renewal of thinking, purpose, reflection, and reckoning. You now have a clear idea of what you need to change and how you need to be true to yourself and your needs. This can mean making small changes to your daily life. This could speak to taking accountability at work, as well as reflecting on your values. The Judgment card reminds us that we will all be faced with choices that will have an astounding effect on our entire life. This card brings to mind moments where actions you've taken in the past have changed the course of your path for good. And so what the energy is trying to say here is trust yourself. Trust your intuition, trust your gut. If something's not right in the energy, you're going to feel it, because you're going to feel the injustice within. You're going to feel that something's not right. And that's because something or someone or energies are going against your judgment, against your inner guidance system. So again, I love that. While you have been affected, or you have been being affected quite heavily, you guys are the reckoning, essentially. Like these people don't know who they're, who they are dealing with, essentially. Like, you may look nice and cute and sweet and have respect and show respect, but goddamn, like, once that ninth sword, you know what I mean? Like, once that ninth sword hit, it's like, you know what, bro? Like, okay, you tried to be nice, you tried to be kind, you tried to allow the energies to unfold and see what the best course was to take, and someone, or again, some people or a group or something's gonna get it, is what I'm feeling here. Now, let's take a look at your So Without. The Without card will give us insights into how your external circumstances, so how people, career, whatever is affecting is affecting things. Okay, so basically, let's see how this is going to affect your external world, right? Because this is still talking about your internal world. So we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. And let me sit on this one for a minute, see. I don't pull the Knight of Swords crazy often. Interestingly, I've never noticed before that the character actually has crows on his robe. And the only reason I'm bringing up crows, when was it? Yes, Saturday. Dang, time flies. So this past Saturday, I spent the night over at my friend's house, and so we ended up watching The Crow, which I that's the second time I watched it, but she's so in love with the movie, and she, of course, yeah, like, we're fans of Bill, and it was just, I don't know, it was a really great movie. I think she's watched it like a couple times already, but anyway, it was fun. But nonetheless, yeah, so the crow, I mean, I don't know. But I feel like, I'll just go, of course, what I feel and what the energy that I'm getting before I touch here in the booklet and see what resonates there. But I feel like whatever judgment call is going to be made is going to put someone who, this is again just what I'm feeling, it's like they're going to put someone, I don't know, I'm getting maybe like a supervisor or manager, but someone that thinks they have some semblance of power. It's like it's going to flip them on their head, essentially. Let's see, let's dig in. Let's touch on the Knight of Swords. So essentially, guys, again, the Without card gives us insights into how things such as like people or career are affecting things. Yeah, I mean, guys, at work, you feel like you just feel like people are being rude, forceful, bullies. maybe they're, people that you work with or whatever this situation is here that we've been picking up on. It's like, you know, this essentially, the Knight of Swords indicates that you've been scattering your energy in too many places or going full speed ahead with a decision without a plan. So essentially this card is a reminder to slow down. So at work, yeah, you may feel like you don't have enough help. You've been basically like, like a jack of all trades, like suddenly doing all these various little departmental things that you weren't necessarily in charge of before. But like to an insane degree, right? And you just feel like you're going full speed ahead, guys. Like, decisions at work. You feel like these things are just being put in place. Like decisions are being made. Very, just like very tactless, yeah, people could be trying to intimidate you at work, or people are very arrogant at work. They're ruthless or vicious. This card is a sign to take time to connect with your inner voice. And I think, I forget, but one of these cards, either the Nine of Swords or Judgment, but it might have been the Nine of Swords, but essentially second call now, guys, for you to connect with your inner voice. When we are going 100 miles an hour, we often lose sight of our soul's ultimate purpose. So yes, certainly take a step back, breathe, connect with building a relationship with yourself, however that looks to you. You should have a calling within, guys, whether that's to meditate, journal, do breath work. There's so many, if you want to partake in yoga, or just doesn't have to necessarily be yoga, but Pilates, just any type of exercising, eating cleanly, being out in nature, anything. There's so many tools out there for us. Let's pull an advice card to close. Major Arcana, the Emperor. Quite easily, I definitely feel that, it is a call to put yourself first, to stand strong. The Emperor comes in as a very powerful energy, second major arcana to come out, but because the Emperor, especially in the career sector, but the Emperor is all about creating processes, structure, discipline, routine, and mentoring. So completely opposite of the energies that you're experiencing, now within the workplace. When you see him in a reading, I feel that this is a special message for someone, like as of encouragement, but when you see him in a reading, a possible interpretation is that you could be put in charge of something important. It could be a position at work or in any kind of organization or institution that desperately needs order and a clear, decisive mind. So I don't know, guys. I mean, to me, that definitely sounds like some encouragement to. It's it's what I'm feeling in the energies, but of course, you always, and that's why you had two messages that were calling you to really take a step back, breathe, and go within, and try to just sit with your intuition to find the best path forward. But I do feel that the energies here are leading to a judgment call. I mean, that's as simply as I can say it. So, just believe in yourself, guys. You have the energy. I mean, the Emperor came out for you, so you have that clear, decisive mind that is needed to make the proper judgment call. But, again, big call to take some time and really sit with your intuition and just kind of see what you're being called to do about this situation. And I wish you guys well.